Where do you actually start when you're trying to fix your hormones? Now, I see women in my practice all the time struggling with their hormones. Conditions like PCOS, endometriosis, fibroids, fertility challenges, peri and menopausal symptoms, estrogen dominance, and more. And I was actually one of those women. It was my own fertility journey that changed the trajectory of my life, and I ended up leaving my corporate media career and retraining as a nutritional therapist because I wanted to understand what was truly happening in the body, not just manage symptoms. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Linda Vezzoli. I'm a nutritional therapist and health coach and a senior lecturer at the College of Naturopathic Medicine. And I help women understand their hormones, restore their energy, and feel confident in their bodies again through simple lifestyle and nutrition shifts that honor our female physiology. Now, what I observe all the time and time again, both in conventional medicine and in the wellness space, is people trying to fix their hormones in isolation. You may see one hormone labeled as high or low, and then the focus becomes either taking that hormone or taking some supplements or herbs or medications that are designed to push it up or down. But what often isn't explored is why those hormones are high or low in the first place. Why were they misbehaving at this particular time in your life? Now, in my previous video, I talked about this idea in more detail. But today, I wanted to focus on something practical. Where do you actually start when you want to improve your hormonal symptoms? And the very first system that I look at is the stress system and its key player, cortisol. Now, cortisol is often called the stress hormone, but really it's the anti stress hormone. It's released by the adrenals when the body senses danger, and it performs essential survival functions such as, raising your blood sugar so that you have energy to fight or to flee. It temporarily suppresses immunity and digestion because these aren't systems that you need if you're being chased by a bear. It also mobilizes energy so that you can respond to a threat. So, in true life or death situations, cortisol is incredibly protective. But the problem is that in our modern life, cortisol is often activated all day long. And this chronic activation doesn't just affect our blood sugar, our digestion, or immunity. It also sends a powerful message to the body that this is not a safe time to reproduce. Now, whether you want babies or not, this signal will negatively impact your hormones at any age. And that's when we start to see things like hormonal imbalances, mood swings, irregular cycles, PMS symptoms, fertility issues, and worsening peri and menopausal symptoms. But one thing that many women don't realize is that cortisol is actually made from progesterone. And progesterone is our calming, our grounding hormone. It's pro-metabolic. It supports thyroid health. It's anti-inflammatory. And it's often dominant, well, always dominant after ovulation. But the body will always prioritize survival, cortisol, over reproduction, progesterone. So when stress signals are high, progesterone gets diverted to produce cortisol instead. Which means that the first steps in fixing hormones isn't targeting estrogen or progesterone or testosterone directly. It's asking what is telling my body that it's not safe. Now, in our day-to-day modern lives, there are some stressors that we genuinely cannot control. Things like, life events, happy events or sad events, bereavements, our work pressures, family responsibilities, just our busy modern lifestyle, and the fact that we are living constantly online. But there are also a lot of modern stressors that we do have control over. Things like meal timing and frequency, whether we're eating enough or under eating, our light exposure, our exercise intensity, sleep, alcohol consumption, overcommitments, social media consumption, relationships, even our thoughts. So, a powerful question to ask yourself is what in my daily life is sending a message of danger to the body? And of those things, which ones do I actually have control over? And start there. But if you don't know where to start, let me help you. The easiest and most effective way to send a message of safety to the body is through blood sugar balance. You see, blood sugar balance and hormonal balance go hand in hand. That is because when blood sugar drops, adrenaline rises, cortisol rises, and progesterone is sacrificed. And many women are unknowingly running this cycle daily. Now, let me know if this resonates with you. This was definitely me. Skipping breakfast every day or having really erratic eating patterns, having meals that are unbalanced, maybe too much protein, not enough carbs, or vice versa, surviving on coffee and running on adrenaline all day long, and then needing that glass of wine at night just to switch off and calm down. So, in my opinion, the first step when looking at balancing blood sugar and calming cortisol is this: eat a balanced breakfast within an hour of waking. Include protein and carbohydrates together in each meal to stabilize blood sugar. And this single intervention has had one of the most profound effects I've seen in my clients, in my students, and in my own life as well. Starting the day with more nourishment earlier sends signals of safety to the body. It fuels our busy days, but also dramatically stops those snack attacks that a lot of us have in the afternoon and evenings. For many women, it is absolutely life changing. And that is actually the word that a countless of my clients have used when describing this simple shift. Now, if you'd like to go deeper into this work, I also have an online self-led program with group coaching called the Midlife Reset. It's designed to guide you through this process step by step. It's my flagship program built from more than a decade of clinical experience working with hundreds of women alongside my teaching work at the College of Naturopathic Medicine in London. I've popped the details in the description box below if you want to find out more. Now, if this video resonated with you, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what part felt most relevant. And remember, your body isn't working against you. It's actually just responding really intelligently to the signals that it receives. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.